Hold up, son. Word.
Yeah.
Fellow gamers, YouTubers, this is Legacy4ce, one of the 3 content creators on the all-new channel, 3 Bros, all game, coming at you. Wanted to kind of talk about a couple things tonight, hopefully offer some smart commentary and some analysis on some of the games and continuing coverage of E3, so let's jump on in and get started. Okay, first things first, Xbox One. So, I did a video yesterday. Didn't really touch on a lot of the strong areas of the Microsoft conference. In fact, I didn't really touch on Microsoft at all. I just kind of focused in on PS4. And so I said I'm not a fanboy. I am not a fanboy. I'm a gamer. I love all games. And I really want to kind of bring out some of the other great things that the Microsoft conference had to offer. So first off, I think they learned their lesson. I think that the feedback was pretty brutal from a lot of the gamers out there on the web regarding their reveal. They focused on everything but the games, and to Microsoft's credit, and let's give them a little bit of room here. They're a company that's not just games, and they've got shareholders. They're a public company, and so they did a reveal that wasn't necessarily just for the gamers. So if anything, the gamers should hold them more accountable now. So they started off strong. They talked about the 13 next-gen titles. Started off with Metal Gear. They went into Rise. They talked about Killer Instinct. For anybody who's an old-school gamer, they should be super excited about Killer Instinct. On the N64 arcade, I just had hours and hours, days, weeks of fun with that game. Forza looking crazy. Dead Rising, anybody who's into zombie games, old school Resident Evil when it was really a survival horror, that looked amazing. You can pick up all types of weapons and have a lot of the fun like you did on the original Dead Rising game, but this time a little bit of a twist, maybe a little bit more of a horror feel to it. That looked great. Witcher 3, love The Witcher. And then Halo. So, they came back, they talked about the games, they had great trailers, great exclusive content. And so that really shouldn't be overlooked, given all things equal. That said, they still have that major factor that concerns us. That's the price, and then some of the wordplay and some of the other things that really weren't discussed, really weren't given the details behind the always online and how you trade games. I mean, they kind of touched on it, they kind of talked about it, but I'm going to tell you, I'm just as confused as the next person. I'm not really sure what the heck I can do with my game once I buy it. I mean, can I do it once? Is the publisher going to deactivate me? Am I going to have to pay some extra fee? Who knows? So that's a huge major concern. But these are software problems. These aren't things that Microsoft, trying to maintain its competitive edge against Sony, couldn't change in the future. So to discount them right now, not a good idea. They got lots of great exclusive content. They have really, comparable competitive piece of hardware to go against Sony. And there are some things that they can do, on the software side to make it more competitive. The other piece we talked about last night was the price, and it's expensive. But let's recall that, Microsoft still could have another, few tricks up its sleeve. They could find some way to throw a subsidy in there, maybe pair along with a cable company, maybe pair along with an Xbox Live long-term membership. There's all types of things they can do to bring that price down. And so, yes, $500 to $400, that's a lot of money. And, everything equal, no subsidy, that might be a huge discriminator. But I don't think Microsoft's done yet. If anything, I think that if they don't, at launch, adjust the price some months after launch, if Sony PlayStation 4 is outselling them by too much, they will find some way to be competitive. So I'm not going to discount Xbox One. I think that Sony is still my preferred console as of now, but I think there's a lot of time between now and November, December, the holiday season, when they can do some things to make themselves more competitive. So let the battle begin. Let's not count them out. Okay, that's about it. Really appreciate everybody from the team tuning in. I call you guys a team because I'm a gamer. We're all gamers. We're all in this fight together for great content. So really excited to see what's going to happen. This is a great year for us, great year for our industry. And thanks. Please like, comment, subscribe. Really interested to know what everybody thinks, whether we should discount Microsoft or not.